Good afternoon, everybody. It is 5 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock if you're on the west side of town, 4 o'clock if you're in the central part of town. What is up? We got our coffee. Thank you. We've got this load here. We're back to work, and we got our next load booked. And as long as they get me loaded in the next 4 hours, we'll be good to go. So, trying to tell them, what's up, man? What's up? What's up, everybody? Give me a thumbs up on your way in, and flip me off on the way out. Let's see. Figured we use Murphy's Law to get me loaded quicker. I've been sitting here for 30 minutes in the door. What is up? Hey, so got a few things going on in my private life. Grafton, I see that you found the membership thing. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Anthony Bressler Trucking with Daniel Adami. What is up with you? Nomadic Brit. Hello, Steve from Louisiana or Louisiana, however you want to say it. Other trucker James Best. Big Houston, Jerome Jones. Good evening, says Jerome. I'm not first, but I have that big time first attitude. Anyhow, there you go. Nothing witty. That was great. Hello, Snore, and let's no. If you follow me on Facebook, you're gonna see that's not a great term, right? All right, so Pigtail, what is up? Oh, look at you, James Best. James Best is a member as well. Look at that. That is awesome. Mike MF Miller, what is up? Anthony Bressler, Sage News, hey now. Sage News, I want to congratulate you for the consistent titling of your channel and how you've remained on the same title for a minute. So congratulations to you. Desert Okie Pam. Mike Miller is in the Cowboys. Pigtail, new member. Awesome. Very good. Very good. Other trucker James Best, Word Bressler. Microwave was here. Trucks or vehicles. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Maybe that is a throwback. So that's either... That's only a couple of people that knew I was Captain Obvious. First class. There you go. So... got to keep the old hands around. James Best. So, oh, sir, look at you being a member. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. The money I spent in the last, 24 hours, I kind of need all the help I can get. Join the club. Thank you, oh, sir. I hope that you do well over at the best carrier. So... I think you'll do all right. Metal Rules, thank you, Pigtail. Provost Motorsports is in the house. Thank you very much. So we could talk about the Brandon thing. So let's talk about the Brandon thing. Media manipulation is an awesome thing. Sometimes you just have to sit back and look at the power that the media has, right? And they were able to take a bunch of people that wanted to tell the president to go F himself, right? And turn it into a popular, friendly catchphrase that literally does nothing except make you feel better. And hey, that's what we're all about, right? That's what we're all about. We're about making ourselves feel better. And that is the big finger in the sky that the government and the media has done to the people that use that phrase. Now, that might be an unpopular opinion, but that was what I posted on Facebook today. And I think that what it does, it distracts from what the real problem is. Because the problem is not just the president, right? The problem is what led us up to this point. The problems that we have at the ports, the problems with the gasoline prices, the problems that we have in the stock market, and the corporation takeover that's killing small businesses. Those things have been in play for the last, I don't know, 30 years, 40 years, right? And so to put it all on one person, who I will admit is not worth anything, all it does is it distracts from what we should truly be concerned about. Let's see. Jacob B. Lanes bought cab shocks and fuel level sending unit online. Good deal. Thomas Wilson's in the house. Thank you very much. Well, yeah, it was obvious you're Captain Obvious. But Captain Obvious never showed up in here. Scott says, hey, what's up? Let's see. At the Talladega truck race, Brandon Brown won. There you go. Let's go that Brandon, right? He won. Fuel sending units, you can change yourself. Just make sure the screws come out and go back 100% straight down. Had those units change out in 10 minutes at the Snyder Express base several times. There you go. Right on, sir. If you angle the screws on accident, it leaks at the top. We don't want that. We all just wanted to feel good all the time. Take your Soma and go to the Feelies. Listen to your seashells and watch your wall-sized TVs. Oh, anybody who has read Fahrenheit 451 should get Nothing Witty's reference there. Thomas Wilson, you're weird. Let's see those. Okay. Still need to order right way. Need to look at the trailer and find out if it's a single or double leveler. I love the right way. So, what was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh, did you guys see, I posted on Facebook, did you guys see that the Freightliner in Philadelphia wants $240,000 for a brand new 22 Freightliner? Did you see that? Did you see that? Isn't that awesome? Isn't that great that the corporate manufacturers who put themselves in the position that we're in have decided to price gouge you, the little guy who wants to start a trucking business, but yet you don't have the clout to be able to buy trucks at $90,000 or $100,000 a piece, nor do you have the people to look for trucks, or to know that we need to order this year so we can be ready for next year at the price, and lock in a price and negotiate with Freightliner or Kenworth or whatever you want. And isn't that great that we're in this situation? Isn't that awesome? Because, you know, just like Amazon and Walmart and all the chain fast food joints have been able to thrive and become stronger during the demic, small businesses have been struggling, and trucking is not immune to that. And you're going to start seeing small trucking companies going out of business because they can't afford their equipment. I cannot imagine any business opportunity that I'd be willing to put down $240,000, because I just that's almost $250,000 for a truck that may or may not make it for the next 5 years. I know several people with brand new trucks that are definitely taking advantage of their warranty. And there's no way that after I spend $240,000 and then the first breakdown that warranty doesn't cover, I would probably flip my lid. All orders canceled. Well, you know, at those prices, that's probably a good thing, Thomas. Old trucks will become more valuable, right? Britt says no, he doesn't do Facebook. No more Western Star, says Thomas Wilson. Oh, I haven't read Brave New World. I need to do that. Let's see. It's about to get worse. Working on a story, says Stage News. I'll be looking forward to that. I won't buy anything new for a year or two, given the current state. Too much potential for broken stuff. I think we're in this position because Wall Street wanted extra profits this year, so corporate America went to China. Well, yeah, RN, I mean, that's been going on for the last 30, 40 years. This just-in-time, make everything overseas is now catching up to us. I tried to give James Best $5,000. I couldn't get it to him. John, they have these things. What are they called? What's it? I think they call them checks. And you can write paper checks. You can try that. That might work. I don't know if it's foolproof or not, but you can try that. You sent me a link, Mike? Probably a non-shaking Freightliner. That's a rarity. People pay for that, right? So, look. I've had some really good conversations. Hey, I got a red light. So this live thing is working, right? Cool. So, you have a truck. Let's say that you're driving all friendly like and and then kablooey, your engine goes. I mean, it literally goes out the hood. It just boom, right? Let's say that cost $50,000 for a new crate motor. Would you do that? Or would you just buy a new truck? This is for you truck owners. Or would you buy a new truck at $240,000? What would you do? Or would you buy a used truck that's way overpriced that might do the same exact thing 10 minutes later? What would you do? John, good afternoon. Would you throw $240,000 to a $50,000 problem? That's how you got to look at that. We have been brainwashed, programmed that we need to replace things. I'll read something to you. Here we go. Those of you who follow the Schneider page, James Fox got on there. It's kind of funny whenever someone with the paid off truck breaks down, the messages and comments that show up. Bet you wish you had a new truck and warranty. Time to get rid of it, costing you money. No, no, and no, says the author of this post. This truck was paid off 3 years ago, first week in November 2018. My truck payment back then no MMA, was $751 per week. $118,000 in truck payments I didn't make. In those 3 years, I have had all the same expenses as any other responsible truck owner would have for maintenance and tires. Most of my repairs have been deer and moose related, and it cost me nothing except 4 total weeks of downtime. And if it was brand new under warranty, it would be exactly the same, except trying to find that $1,000 a week to make the note. He's talking about Schneider. Costs that have been warranty, but mine expired total under 15 grand for the full 3 years and less than 2 weeks downtime. So $15,000, 6 weeks of unearned potential of $5,000 a week is $30,000. Why would I want to trade $45,000 for $118,000? And honestly, at its $15,000, I would have taken 6 weeks off anyways. And honestly, again, you're going to sit as long, maybe not, and maybe longer on that warranty work than I will on my cash account. And now the payments are $1,000 a week. Nope. I'll have them towed today. Sit while they fix. He's talking about his truck. Is it going to be anything compared to those truck payments? I'll run them, rebuild, replacing the brakes, do an in-frame, run them some more, still be tens of hundreds depending on the number of years I keep. Thousands on those have seen warranty beats money in the bank. Now, people might talk about leasing and the advantages that leasing gets. You know, tax advantages, right? We'll take these damn glasses. And that is a good argument. However, with those numbers, 118,000, are you really going to, gain an advantage of that? Because I know somebody right now with a truck that's barely a year old that's in the shop, not doing too good. Blown engines don't trade well. That is true. I'm going to put my glasses back on because I suck. Let's see. New motor for me, but my truck has excellent maintenance on it. So, well, see, there you go. So I go out and buy another $80,000 truck, but still you're throwing $80,000 at $50,000, right? At a $50,000 problem. And you don't know the history of that truck. I'd buy a large KW with a kitchen and bathroom for $300K. Right, Ghost Cat? I agree with that. Let's see. Warranty in it. That Ninja, what's up? I'm going to the shop on 15th, having it repainted and some chrome put on it at the dealership. Nice. Shannon, hola. Leasing only has a tax advantage if you can't afford to pay the truck off in 36 months. That is true. Trucking with T-Bone, how goes it? Bought my truck on lease, $80K from SFI, selling it tomorrow for $60K in a new one Monday. I hope you're not paying $240,000 for it, Ninja. So, look, it's kind of like my pickup, right? I was sitting there driving my pickup to a friend's house yesterday. It's leaking on the inside. The transmission makes a funny noise when I'm in drive, but idling at the light. And my heater just went out on my pickup. And throw $3,000 at it, get all that stuff fixed, and not be under what are pickups now, like 40 grand at the very least?
Say a command.
Exit. 80K, same as last one. There you go, Ninja. Still can't get over 240K for a Freightliner. Rick, I know, dude. It's I don't know if that's look, in all honesty, I don't know if it's isolated incident.
Say a command.
Garmin's about to go out the window here. Let's turn this off. Turn off the lights, yes. Maybe RD was right. He'll get $260K for his Pete and trailer. Right? Yeah, you can pay him $260 and get a trailer. Rand, don't do that. Well, you know, we're not going to get into arguments about Rand McNally versus Garmin. That's pointless. All I know is that there's more videos of people using Rand McNally's as targets over Garmin's. So there you go. RN knows. So, but I'm going to do an interesting live feed. I know that's hard to believe, but hear me out. I'm going to get your opinions on something that is very near and dear to me. And when I get ready to do that, I'll let everybody know. Come to Detroit, I'll get you the A plan on a Ford. What's the A plan? There's a beautiful black F-150 near my house I'd love to have, but you know, that's where gratitude's got to come in. You know, there was a time where the truck that I own, the pickup truck that I own, was my dream truck, and I still like it, even though the kids wrecked it a couple of times, and you know, it leaks and it has issues. But you know what? When I needed it the other day, it worked for me. So. Rand hate losers. Iron Maiden. No, basically what it is I'm going to ask a question. It's related to trucking business, and it's something that I haven't seen another YouTuber have the balls to ask that question. And I'm going to ask that question, but I'm not going to do it right here because they're getting me loaded. I'm watching my trailer do this, so you know they're just hammering it. I'm detached from the trailer. And I know I'll be loaded soon. I don't want to get, so this is going to be a sit down, you know, probably when I'm at home, maybe in the truck if I'm working this weekend. Just depends what the loads are doing. Best price period, workers discount. Nice. Oh, come on, the suspense. Well, you know, suspense works, man. Movie companies do it all the time. No, it's a beverage place. They make it detach here. It's one of my normal runs. It's weird. I'm getting extra money for this run, but then the run I got coming back is kind of, I don't know, it's not too bad. So, safety vest fashion, that's it. You nailed it, Mike. You nailed it. You nailed it. Speed metal. Okay, so Shannon, you had a question. Is that a drum machine or was that a real drummer? On the particular thing that members can see, I uploaded an album. It's a solo album I did. I did the guitar, I did the bass, and I did the drum programming, so it is a machine. And I had a friend of mine named Aaron Roten come in and do the guitar solos. If you want to hear that, it's on the members only community link. You can find it there. It's unlisted. Anyways, Shannon, with that being said, Apnea's drummer, the third drummer that we had, was that fast. If you go to Apnea 1 on Bandcamp, you will hear on the latest album, you will hear how fast our drummer is. He was just as fast as that machine. This was something I did 20 years ago. It actually predates Apnea. So you wear a members only jacket. There's a band locally in Springfield called Members Only. Well, Shannon, if you like that, let me put up a link here. There you go, Shannon. Check that out. Let's see. Great deal, John. Heavy loads are good for the after treatment too. Yeah, don't be afraid of heavy loads. I'm so freaking heavy, 78-200, but the truck is running like a champ. I'm very happy with the new fuel rail and high pressure fuel lines. Good deal. John, after treatment can't reach up to temperature if you're always light or empty. So, like, take a trucking school truck, for example. The DPF systems go through hell on those trucks because they never run them hard. Because they're always idling. So, you need, and also, old school guys will tell you that too, because pre-emissions trucks, you really needed some heavy loads to really kind of seat everything in. And I know that I don't have as much DPF issues when I haul heavy loads. And so now I do a lot of empty miles, but my loaded miles are pretty heavy. I've been doing a lot more heavier loads here lately. Ogar, $575 per week for cargo insurance, physical damage, and the lease. Good or no good? Is that everything for $575 a week there, Ogar? Or is it $575 plus everything else? Because if that's what it is, that's a pretty good price. If it's everything under the sun that you need. If your fixed costs before fuel are $575 a week, that's not a bad deal, in my opinion, though. In my opinion. OTJB, I swore by Rand until Rand kept breaking on me every time. Okay, so we're going to argue about that. Yeah, and John, when you're at the trailer moving place, I worried about you because you're always pulling empty trailers, you know, and so, like, I would not work for a company like Trailer Transit with a post-emissions truck, pre-emissions only, because you never haul a load. You never haul a loaded trailer. You're always light, and so your DPF system goes through hell. And that includes the ELD. You want $100? Good deal. So, I'm glad, Shannon, that you enjoyed the Unicron. That actually appeared in a magazine way back in the day under the demo reviews, and I got a decent review, although they called it Unicorn, which ticked me off. But hey, what can you do, right? Florida rates back to PA huge this week, 270 for pumpkin. Sean, that's great. And here's what I predict. So I noticed that there were loads coming out of Joplin, Missouri, going to Tacoma, Washington yesterday for $6,800. Okay, you can easily get 7,000 back to Missouri coming out of Tacoma because the ports are going nuts. Any port city, depending on, no matter which side of the country it's on, whether it's on the left, the right, the bottom right, or the bottom left, any of those areas should, there's that word I hate, should be paying pretty good. So you might notice Florida rates going down to go into Florida because they know you're going to get it out, because brokers don't want you to have it both ways. Screw that. So no, just trailer lease, cargo insurance, and physical damage on the trailer. That's still not bad, because your trailer is going to make you money. 270 was a port load. There you go, Sean. And look, the worst part about the ports is inside the ports themselves, which is why the ships are sitting out in the ocean. Not sure what this dude's doing. I believe he's having some issues. Might have to help this dude out. Oh wait, no, he's taking that bottom. 2,000 landed here. That's pretty good for Snyder. As soon as I get that trailer, I'm going to Tacoma, and then I can visit my mother in Seattle. John, I'm telling you, man. Now, it was a Sunday load. Uber hadn't booked it yet. It was Uber, but I mean, I'm constantly seeing $6,000 to go to Missouri to Washington, and then but you have to know about Oregon. You get charged for each mile that you drive in Oregon, and BOC is going to have the right paperwork for that. So, you might want to get with him on that. The sketchy dudes around you. There's always sketchy people around me, John. Always. Either inside the cab or outside the cab. Right now, there's sketchy people inside the cab. Laundry detergent, deaf, scarce, guard check guy said it's real. I'm not sure what you're saying there, Sean. Laundry detergent is definitely scarce. Guard check guy said it's real. Well, look, I've been telling people for a long time now that you need to stock up extra on your regular necessities. Worst case, you avoid Oregon. Yes, John, you have to. If you're going to go up to Washington, make sure you just take 90 across. Steve, you do better running the short game like me, so forget that Washington. Thomas, you don't have to preach to the choir here, dude. You know me, man. I ain't going up to Washington. Yep, just take 90. There are plenty of PNW peeps here in this chat, John, that will help you in the right direction. But weather's going to become an issue, and it's going to definitely put a lot more strain on your truck. So, but I might have to stretch my legs here if the short stuff keeps disappearing a little bit. Because as I find that hunting season in Missouri comes around, and you got the holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up, my short runs tend to be a little bit harder to get because everybody else is sticking around the house in the area. So therefore, it's affecting my freight. Everyone avoids visiting me, dang it. TJ, if you lived in Missouri, dude, I would completely visit you all the time. Didn't you need to pay a couple of $1,000 in advance to run in Oregon? Was that Washington? Dutch, no, I don't think so. I think I'm not sure how it works, so I won't comment on that, but I don't think that's the case. So, do I use Truckin' Pro software? I used to. Fogline was my go-to for quite a while, and this year, for 2021, I switched to Trucking Office. And so far, I like it just as well because my computer's on its last leg, so I like the fact that everything's on the cloud, I guess. Changes channel name like Pale Rider to Fairweather Trucker. that would be a good one, wouldn't it? Do you think if you're extra nice to Jeff, you can inherit the whole company? No, Sean, I'm sure one of the grandkids will get it. So yeah. Look, there is opportunity for me to take over some stuff, but as of right now, we're not ready for that. Our numbers aren't up there yet, so. But I don't know if I would want to inherit it because Jeff has to put up with a lot of crap. So, new pickup will take 2 or 3 months to order. If you're lucky enough, find on lot will be a truck someone backed out of. Yeah, Truman. I mean, I appreciate the info, but I don't see myself buying a new pickup because look, I don't want debt. I hate debt. I despise debt. And the more debt that you can take care of right now. Now, if I was going to buy cash, then I would do that. But to buy in this market with everybody price gouging, no. I'd be lucky to. The way I would buy, if I had, like, if someone totaled my pickup I would go to an individual that didn't know what they had. In other words, I would find an individual that doesn't know that the used market is through the roof, and buy something at a reasonable price off of them and just pay them cash. So yeah, Shannon, I love Truckin' Pro, and I do get paid if someone uses my code. However, Truckin' Office is just as good, but it's a different platform and it's a monthly payment. So if you don't want a monthly payment, Truckin' Pro is good for that. Truckin' Pro is a little bit more precise, but it's a little bit more intensive on entering everything. Truckin' Office pre-fills a lot of stuff that you've already filled in before, so it saves a lot of time, and it's something you can do on your phone or on a tablet, or someone else with your password can do for you. So don't get me started on that Shiba crap, John. I bought into that lousy pyramid scheme, and I've already lost like $10. So that was a mistake. Everybody's like, well, just let it sit. Okay, I'm letting it sit. But, I lost on... I finally was able to sell some Dogecoin for a profit today. So there's that. Debt is the currency of slaves. You are smart to avoid it. Thomas is buying a new Corvette. KP Law Trucking. What's up, Pale Rider? How's it going? The Hool. I haven't seen you in a minute. Norway is a special kind of place. Some random wacko goes postal with a crossbow, kills a female metal singer. Yeah. Did you guys hear about that? So, because guns are illegal in Norway, this person went on a killing spree with a crossbow, and one of the people that they killed was a female... she was part of the band Cradle of Filth at one time. I think I don't know if she did vocals or not, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. The metal world's not even talking about it, so that's even crazier. Let's see. Patience. So you think leasing on to 80/20 is better than own authority? Sometimes I do, and I'm too low here. Sean, it just depends on what your expenses would be. So if you get your own authority, okay, if your insurance and all the incidentals that go with having your own authority, and that increases if you want someone to do your bookkeeping and invoicing and stuff like that, if all that is more than 20%, then yes, you're better off at an 80/20 company. However, your expenses have to be pretty high to be above 20%. And then it just depends on what you want to deal with, what you want to put up with, right? Some people think that 80/20 on your own authority with no other plans of expanding or whatever are worth it, and some people think that it is. Some people think that it isn't. So it just depends on what your needs are, right? And how much control you really want. So Saida Market is the next Amazon. Let's see, I'm going through these comments here. Yes, no, you always go live at the most weird times for me. Also, you haven't posted any red chicken vids for a while now. That is true. I just picked up some much bigger news than Robin Hood rumors. Well, LBC, let's spill the beans. Shannon, I'm retired from Teamsters. I'm just out here because I love trailer truck, and I pretty much made my money over the years and invested it. There you go. Not daft, but chain link I meant. They're shaking your trailer quite a bit when you can feel it and they're not even attached to the trailer. That's crazy. And look, the people that I know that truck because it keeps them busy because they don't need the money. They're pretty happy doing what they're doing. And that just goes to show you, the more successful you are, the more freedom you have. The more freedom you have, the more trucking can be enjoyable. That's been my, like, I don't think I could be a company driver. I'm weak. I'm a wuss. But I don't think I could be a company driver again. So props to you guys, company guys, that have to put up with a lot more crap than I would. Chainlink was the news, the partnership with Amazon. Wow, okay. Is this just an emotional connection to the trailer at this point? It is. It is. I'm watching it shake and hoping that they're not putting a hole in the roof. Knock on wood. Running your business as leased on and running it as the carrier are very different. Need to be prepared for lots of extra paperwork, government dealings. So, Sean, it just depends what your goals are, dude. You know, you can take the Sammy, make sense approach and just, run full on. Once you profit for the month, take the rest of the month off, or you can run as hard as you can and put more trucks on as you go along and hope that you get some decent contractors with decent equipment. They really are. I would drive for free if I had to. Well, no need to do that, Mr. Wilson. Sheba is in bubble turf, holding current levels without any real news going on. They just use a pallet jack, put the pallets in a row, and then they push it on there with a Oshkosh. Some places actually do that. There was I used to pick up plastic milk crates, and they literally would line them up, and they would shove them all in at once. It was kind of amazing to see, and it would literally take them 5 minutes to load you. It took longer to do the paperwork than it did to load the trailer. He's his own parody. Well, let's see you do it. You're a bicycle mechanic? The whole, I used to be a bicycle mechanic. Did you hear about the huge rug pulled on Squid Coin was $1,800 plus, and someone sold a buttload and now it's trading for 0.00 cents? Look, John, cryptocurrency is such a sketchy place, right? And I'm in agreement with LVC on everything that he has said about crypto. But I did throw $100 at SHIB, and right now I'm sitting at, let's see where I'm sitting at, like an idiot. Let's see where the idiocy goes today. I'm at $91. So I went from $100 to $91 today. It was some point over the weekend, it was at $86. So when they say just put your money into it and forget about it, they mean that, because 2 years from now I'm going to look at that and say, wow, I've got $40. So that's what's going to happen. Thomas has a confession. I'm not going to give up, James Best. It'll double soon, whatever, but I'm not giving up. Squid Coin was pumping down according to the news. I'm down 52. This is where crypto, and Thomas Wilson, go ahead with your confession. This is where, while we're eating, I'm going to say this. This is where crypto gets you in trouble, right? So let's say you put $100 in, and then boom, overnight you're at $500. So naturally you think, wow, if I throw $1,000, I'm going to have that much more money, right? So next thing you know, you've got $3,000 or $4,000 into it, and then it stops. That's what happened to a lot of people with Dogecoin. Now, don't get me wrong, people got rich off of Dogecoin. I wholeheartedly see that. Okay, I know that, but you have to be careful. Now, Thomas Wilson, you said you bought. Brian Garner made you do it. You bought SHIB. Look, Thomas, just let it sit for a minute, and then let Brian Garner give you the difference from your profit and loss. Let him give you the difference. That's what I would do. I'm still up 3,200. Good deal. You have to use money. You don't care if you lose or not. That's absolutely true, Ghost Cat. That is absolutely true. Stick with coins that actually do something. You know, a lot of people aren't that patient. Like Bitcoin, that's a slow roll. That's a slow, steady wins the race kind of thing. So, meme coins equals quick way to lose money. Everybody blame OTJB if it goes south. I wholeheartedly agree that we should all blame other trucker James Best if I lose all my money. Because, you know, I'm incapable of making my own decisions, and therefore I make all my decisions based off of YouTubers like myself, because that's the way I roll. And just in case you don't realize, that's sarcasm. Just in case you guys didn't get that. But we're out here working. I'm not in the driveway. And I got to start worrying about freeze protect with the loads I'm doing. So that's dumb. It's November now, so that's dumb. See what else is dumb. Well, pretty much everything. See, James Best is all about taking the blame. Look, I think that every YouTuber and everybody that's in the chat should just flat out blame, instead of blaming the president for all your problems, blame other trucker James Best. You pay $4 a gallon for DF fluid, blame James Best. If Trans Am paint schemes go up in price, blame James Best. If your Starbucks coffee turns $10 a cup instead of $5 a cup, blame James Best. That's how it works. Come to the Shiba time. Jose. I'm off for a week. I am dumb. No. Being off for a week is not dumb. It is his fault. This is TJ. See, there you go. I really love the trees change colors. Had a wonderful drive today through Virginia and Pennsylvania. John, yesterday, me and a friend of mine, we went to sight in my rifle for deer hunting season, and we were in the woods, and it was awesome. We just, look, anybody, property in Missouri is fairly decent. Get you a place out in the Ozarks, and shut yourself off from the rest of the world. The Hool, I haven't been on Zell in a while. Freeze protect isn't that big of a deal in Missouri. It takes quite a bit for loads to freeze. It happens, but not often. Oh, sir, you're absolutely right. The biggest risk is if I do a freeze protect load, okay, my truck breaks down and that trailer sits for 2 or 3 days below freezing, that could be an issue. So I am a lot more cautious. We almost had an incident last, or the year before last, so we're very cautious about that here at Like Trucking. Oh. Got a spike bull elk dressed out at 380 pounds. Wow. Which that's fun. James Best is buying a hotel. Cool. I thought it was a strip bar, but hey, why not both? Whatever you do, if you haul beer over the Rockies, don't do it like Jay Cannell. What did Jay Cannell do with beer in the Rockies? Today is my last load for JB Hunt. Handing truck over tomorrow and then taking a 5-day vacation before I get my truck. And woo! Truck driver going shipwreck diving in Key Largo this weekend. I blame OTJB. Thanks. Good deal. Do not snag your scuba gear onto the boat ends. Might turn into bar slot machines. There you go. Floor stack, no nothing, cans froze, and the cans popped. Wow, I didn't know about that. Does Jay Cannell have a channel I don't know about where he admitted that? I mean, how did you know about that, Hool? Do you have connections? Dude, shooting range. KP Law News may be live from Cabo, Arkansas this evening. Yes, KP Law Trucking, which is Pale Rider. If you go to his other channel, KP Law News, feel free to put the link in here, Mr. Lawson. He's got enough subs to go live now, so go check that out. Oh, sir, James Bass needs you to kick him in the ass. So here's what you need to do. If you're driving his truck, what you need to do is once a week, take a load to Sterling, or once every other week at least. Take a load to Sterling, go to his house, and kick him square full on with steel toe boots in the behind. And make sure you keep them lined out, okay? And if you have to, bitch slap on the back of the head. Just refrain from being the bartender. You'll run the customers off if they buy you shots. Shannon, is JB a good company? Silos. That's mean. SW, is that mean? No, he needs a swift kick pit now, every now and then, right? The basement is officially closed for business. Swivel seat, trucking office open for business starting soon. There you go. There you go. Keith, is that what they called it, John? GoFundMe for Mrs. OTJB to get a cattle prod. Hey, that's an excellent idea. Once a week. You know what? That'd be kind of cool. Once a week, James gets his cattle prod, right? And for super chats, he'll like zzz himself, right? Or, you know, the wife is able to do it. Or Oser, for that matter. Like, how many super chats would it take for Oster to just literally just shove that thing right in his side? Anyways, guys, I've got a green light, and that hopefully that means I'm loaded. And all the believers in here, please keep my daughter in your prayers. She's going in for an MRI tonight. Chucky, you have my prayers. Keep me posted, okay? Anything that you need, Chucky, don't hesitate to call me, okay? Physical violence for super chats. Yes, James Best. That will be your new MO. That will be your new thing. So, guys, give me a thumbs up. Give me a prayer symbol for Chucky, please. And we'll do that before we end this feed because they haven't brought me my paperwork yet. Let's do that. Green light means they cancel load. No, it's loaded. It's definitely loaded. And you know, if they cancel it, no big deal. Like, grab my $150, go to the truck stop, get on the board, and find something else. No big deal. Come on, get some more prayers up. Get some thumbs up. Do it for Chucky, okay? Anything he needs, let's give it to him because Charles Anderson is a good dude. Who's not paying attention? LBC. That's funny. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Again, I will post on the community or maybe do a small video. But I'm going to go live sometime in the next week or so. I'm going to ask a question that's going to throw everybody for a loop. It's going to make people go, what the hell's wrong with Steve? Okay. That being said, thanks for watching. Thanks for the prayers for Chucky. Guys, be good, be safe, be well. Peace.